Okay, this curve right here is the graph of 7 over the square root of 7x minus x squared from x equals 3/4 to x equals 6. And we're going to revolve that green region about the x-axis. That means we're going to create these disks where f of x is the radius of that disk. And of course, dx is the thickness or the height of that disk. So the volume of a disk is pi times the radius squared. That's where this comes in right here. So f of x squared is actually 49 over 7x minus x squared. The question is, how do we find an antiderivative for this? And once we found that antiderivative, how do we find an exact value for this definite integral? Okay, it looks like this is the antiderivative. And of course, x is greater than 0 because we're going from 3/4 to 6. These are approximate values, 86.03. This is the answer we're looking for right here, an exact value for the volume. So we'll go to board 2 and say, how do we find an antiderivative for this guy? Well, if you factor the denominator, you can use partial fraction decomposition. So 49 over x times 7 minus x, these are linear factors. So that has to be able to be broken down into a over x plus b over 7 minus x. If you multiply every term by this LCD, this is the equation you get. You could equate coefficients, but you could also say, well, let's let x equal 7. If you do, this first term disappears and you get 7b equals 49, so b has to equal 7. And if you let x equal 0, this term disappears and you get 49 equals 7a, so a also has to equal 7. So we can rewrite this as the antiderivative of 7 over x plus 7 over 7 minus x. Factor out that 7 in the numerator, find these antiderivative for each of those. This one's straightforward. Antiderivative of 1 over x is ln of x. I'm dropping the absolute value symbol because we're assuming x is greater than 0. And to do this one, we would use u substitution, let u equal 7 minus x. So du equals -1 or negative dx. So you could picture putting a minus sign here. So you got to put a minus sign out front. And that's where this comes in right here. And then ln of 1 over u, or antiderivative of 1 over u is ln of u, but u is 7 minus x. And then use the properties of logarithms. The log of a quotient equals the difference in the log. So we're collapsing these into one logarithm. There's your antiderivative right there for this guy, f of x squared. And so now we want an exact value for this. If you picture this f of x squared being replaced by this, evaluating that antiderivative from 3/4 to 6, putting that 7 out front, so I don't have to worry about that. We'll put 6 in for x, and we get 6 over 7 minus x. Minus put 3/4 in for x, we get this. Multiply top and bottom of this fraction by 4, we get 3 over 28 minus 3, or 3/25. Collapsing these into one logarithm, ln of 6 over 3/25 is the same as 6 times 25/3, or 50. There's your exact answer right there. And of course, this is units cubed. Units cubed. There you go. Hope that helped. If you have any questions, post a comment.